Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So very good morning, good afternoon. Sorry, very good afternoon to all of you. So I'll try my best to make this session as interactive as possible, and I want you people to cooperate. Okay. Fine. So this is like we'll go into the actual movie in short duration. Okay, I have a quote in the screen. Okay, thing is that you need to interact with me then and there. Okay, then only we can make this session interesting, because post lunch sessions are very challenging. Okay, so that too online, it's very challenging. So we this is not about sharing myself. You can also contribute. Okay, so then and there we'll have some quizzes and some interesting things to happen. So I want your cooperation. I have given a small quote on the screen. I want you people to tell me who made this quote, or who made this quote. You can just type it in the chat window. You can just type it in the chat window. See this quote: data, data, data. I can't make bricks without clay. Data becomes the fundamental of everything. So I want you to type it in the chat window. Just a guess. Maybe if I give a clue, will you be able to do it? How many of you say you want a clue? How many of you say you want a clue? If you give a clue, you can guess the name of the person who told it. Okay. So from Whale Tech. Okay. Fine. I'll just give a small clue. Okay. Now the clue is there. Can anyone tell? Guess. We want some guesses. We have 32 participants who are participating here. I want some answers. Can you give a guess? So this looks like some kind of detective. Okay, so some answers. Mr. Bean. Okay, thank you. Some more answers, please. Bean is a good guess. One more answer. Please do participate. It will be difficult for me to talk alone. Okay, so I want you people to just participate and share things. That's the way it will be very effective. Nobody's ready to answer. Conan Doyle. Sorry, I don't know who's the person. Fine, thank you. But the answer is Sherlock Holmes. Oh, that's what you told. Oh, sorry. Thank you, ma'am. Fine, thank you. Sherlock Holmes is the correct answer. I didn't look into this. Fine, thank you. That's a beautiful thing which tells you about the importance of data. Okay, so today we're going to see about data visualization basics. Okay, so actually when I wanted to explore about this, that's the first thing that I got into details. Okay, that's why I'm shared with that. Okay, fine. So first I'll just introduce, ma'am has introduced me, but I wanted to share the name of my institute. So this is the university. It's the first state university in Pondicherry, Puducherry. Okay, so Puducherry Technological University. So just how many of you have been to Puducherry? Anyone who has been to Puducherry from the participants? Okay, thank you. It's a very beautiful place. Okay, so I come from this institution, like I was an alumni of the same institute and joined back as so I completed UG in 2002. I joined back in 2007 as a faculty. Okay, so that's what ma'am said. Okay, and I also have my own startup. Okay, so it's DPA Dragon startup, so which is actually inside the company itself, inside the institution itself. As per the new NIST policy, a faculty or a student can have a startup inside the company, inside the institution itself. Okay, so just to share with you about my company. Okay, we are basically a learning platform for radiologists. We are developing a learning platform for radiologists. Okay, fine. So this is a very interesting quote, normally we have heard of. Okay, so which says that a picture is worth 1,000 words. A picture is worth 1,000 words. You might have heard of this particular sentence. Okay, which says that you can tell about 1,000 things, but once you see it as a picture, that's where all the things goes into it. Okay, so a picture is worth 1,000 words, and essentially data visualization is also, you try to give a picture, you try to give an image for a particular data. Okay, the data is raw, so the information is not so cleanly visible. Only if you process it and you show it properly, then it is possible to understand what this data is about. Okay, so data visualization is very important for any organization. Okay, so it may be whatever be the data you get. Okay, okay, everyone has known about big data. Why it's called big data? Why it is called big data? Why it's called big data? Still we have not got into the actual topic. We are just looking into where we actually fit in. Okay, so why it's called big data? Why it is called big? Why it is, the term is used big? That's my question. Any answers? So I like to thank Tahira, Vasantalakshmi and Nandini for giving answers in the last time. Why it's called big data? People are not ready to interact. That is quite evident, I think so. Any guess why it's called big data? We have a lot of students, I hope. Ma'am has told PG students are here. So I see my professors also here, my mentors. Okay, Professor Jay Kumar sir. Thank you. Fine. I'll just give you the thing. Like big data is, you have a lot of data. Basically, you have a lot of data. How much big? That's the question. Okay. So how many of you use Netflix or any OTT? Not necessarily Netflix, any OTT, Prime. Just give me a yes in the chat window. It's quite easy question, not a very big question. How many use any OTT platform? Data is so large, faster that it is difficult or excellent. Thank you, Jose Jennifer, ma'am. Okay, so how many use a OTT platform? You can just put a yes in the chat window. Yes. Okay, so I'll just take a simple case of Netflix. Okay, so if you take a Netflix, whenever I open up my Netflix from my mobile, okay, um, what I'll do is that I'll just open up, I'll see what are the trending videos there, whether it matches with me. Okay, I will be seeing like what I'll particularly choose a particular series and see what is the description given about it. I'll see the rating. Okay, sometimes I'll play it, sometimes I pause it. Okay, for a single user itself, for a single user itself, you have so much of data. Okay, so whatever I do, whenever I click something, whenever I pass something, whenever I move my screen, all these are information about how I am interacting with the particular app, how I am interacting. Okay, so see, the recent talk is, it's not about designing apps, it's about how a customer experiences from an app. Okay, what customer experiences, okay, what is the kind of experience you have. So those information is very important. Okay, so that's how modern design goes into it, where you call it as UI or UX designing. Okay, so more important is the customer centric. Okay, so all these are going in the recent times in business. Fine. So for a single person itself, you'll have so much data. Then think about how many users they use and what is the kind of data you have. So that's called as a big data. Big data, because as ma'am told, as Joe's Jennifer ma'am told, you have lots of data. That's what you call it as a big data. Okay, so when you have a big data, to get some useful information out of it, you need to put it in a proper way, then only it is possible to get some information. Okay, so that's what we are trying to identify. Okay, fine. So just I'm giving you a small chart here. Okay, can you tell what is so obvious in this chart, what you can observe from this chart? You can tell about the name of this chart, you can tell about something more. What comes to your mind when you see this chart? Give me some answers if you find it. Okay, bar graph, thank you Vasanthalakshmi ma'am. Bar graph is perfect. Okay, some more, what you have got information from this graph, some more information that you can get from this graph. What else you can just see from this graph? Years, okay, years to sale comparison, superb, fine. Okay, statistics, thank you. I need Ruth ma'am, thank you. Okay, so can you see the gray bars? Can you see the gray bars? Okay, so these are actually telling about the different kinds of trees sales in different years, starting from 2020 to 2023. Okay, and this is not actually a bar graph. This is to be more perfect, it's a column chart. Okay, so this is more perfect to be a column chart, and that too it's called as a clustered column chart. Clustered column chart. Okay, second thing, you can see for each year we are comparing all these four species of plant, particular trees. Okay, one quite obvious factor, you can see this gray one in 2020, 2021, 2022 and 2023. See, it is gradually rising. It is gradually rising. Can you see that? Okay, fine. So that's the message. Okay, but the message is not so clear. Okay, indices, I growth, thank you. So but the message is not so clear in this particular chart. Rather, I have a chart like this, the same information, whatever statistics I have put it in the last one, the same information is put here. This is a line chart. This is a line chart. Now can you tell what is the information? This is the same data I have plotted using a line chart. Okay, you can very easily say it is comparing four different tree varieties, and it is spans from 2020 to 2023, and you can very well see the growth is particularly highlighted with a special color. Okay, so we say that this cherry tree as a very good um, growth since 2020. Okay, the information is quite relevant. Okay, so that's what things goes into this data visualization. It's not about making a chart. It's not about making a chart. The chart should lead you to correct details. That is the purpose of making a chart. Okay, so that's where we're going to see some interesting thing today. So these are the contents I have planned for. We'll see whatever fits into the time, we'll just cover. Okay, I'm just going to give you a small intro on what is data visualization, its advantages, factors which we can wind up very fast. Then I'll just take you into how to select a particular chart, what are the different types of charts that are available, how to select a particular chart for a particular kind of a data, and what are the design best practices which we have currently for particularly for chart selection. Okay, and if time permits, we'll also go into I'm going to use a simple Excel tool, okay, to create a simple pivot chart, and if possible we'll also go for simple dashboards. Okay, so this is the overline of my presentation today. Okay, fine. So to start with, we'll have a small brain teaser. Thank you, Vasandalakshmi ma'am. Vasandalakshmi ma'am is very interactive. Thank you. Okay, and I also wish to share you that I've delivered lot of guest lectures. Okay, today being my 60th guest lecture. So normally we tell 60th birthday is a very special thing. For me, today is the 60th lecture that I'm delivering. It's a combination of both online and offline. Today is my 60th guest lecture. Okay, okay. I have a small puzzle here. Um, can you just give me an answer for this puzzle? Can you guess what should be the answer? Of course, it's a cat question paper and question. CSS. No. CCC. Okay. How it is CCC? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. The answer is like it is S actually indicates straight, C actually indicates curved. Okay, so straight, 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 curved, 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 straight, curved. So next one is straight, straight, straight. 4 S's. That's almost many people have given the correct answer. Okay. So Vasantalakshmi ma'am has given it correct. And we have okay, Vasantalakshmi ma'am repeat பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Okay. Thank you ma'am. That's the correct answer. Ma'am, is it this is the way you also guess, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so data visualization, as I told earlier, it is used to present the data in a pictorial or graphical format, basically. Okay, so say you wanted to study the sales. Okay, so sales of different products, where it is good. Okay, suppose your product is getting marketed all over the country, all over the world. Okay, you wanted to see which is having high sales, which is having good production. Okay, so this is a simple plot where it shows which are the countries whichever product is dominant. Okay, so what you basically do with this all this data, whatever data you collect, okay, whatever the data you collect, so what we do is that we try, normally if you process it, okay, since it's a big data, processing it manually, it's a very time consuming job. So rather you plot it and you visualize it with the appropriate chart. you visualize it with the appropriate tool, okay, what you'll get is you can identify patterns. Okay, you can identify patterns. These patterns are helpful for us to predict what could be the kind of thing that will happen. Okay, all the prediction algorithms, all these things will work out based on this particular data. Okay, so that's what we do with the data. Fine. So these are some of the advantages what data visualization offers. So it as simplifies the big quantitative information, and it is used to analyze the big data. Okay, and you can identify which places, say if your profit is high in particular area or a profit is low in a particular product for a particular year, you can see what we need to improve, how we can improve. All those information you can get. Okay, and you can also find relationships. Okay, you can find relationship between the different variables, and you can identify new patterns, and that way you can give better results. Okay, say you are working in a company, you identify the data pattern, so that is happening for the past years, and that you can give it to the stakeholders in what way we have to improve. Okay, fine. So as far as the data visualization is concerned, three things are very important. One is the clarity, second one is accuracy, third one is efficiency. So clarity is data set should be complete and relevant, then only you can get patterns out of it. Okay, with irrelevant information or incomplete information, you cannot get any useful information. So the input has to be complete and relevant. Okay, so that's that I want by clarity. What I mean by accuracy is you have to get correct graphical representation. Okay, you have to use a proper tool or proper chart to project it. Okay, then only that information will be conveyed easily to the stakeholders. So ensuring appropriate graphical representation to convey the right message, thereby this will help the particular stakeholder to identify what they need to improve. Okay, so we need to identify a proper visualization technique which will be helpful. Okay, so that's where we land in the first part. That's a very important part, how to select a chart. So we're going to see about the different kinds of chart that are there, and how to select these charts for our data. That's the thing first we are going to see. Okay, so here I am just showing you two different charts, almost for the same data. We have plotted a bar graph, and what is that on the right? What is that on the right? We have, what is the name of the chart? Pie chart. Thank you, thank you, thank you Vimla Devi ma'am, thank you Vasanta Lakshmi ma'am. Okay, so this is a pie chart. Okay, from the way that is projected, what information can you get from the bar chart? From the way it is given, what is the very relevant information that you get from the bar chart? See the bar chart. It is again showing company A to E. Here also it's the same information. We are put it into a pie chart. What is the inference you get out of the bar chart? What is the inference you get out of the bar chart? What is the more declining? Okay, that's fine. That's one good inference that you can get. Okay, lowest to highest, that's also fine. From down it's lowest to highest. What else? What one information you can get? We are actually comparing the 5 different companies' revenue, yearly revenue. So what is the one big inference from this particular chart? One big inference from this particular chart. Which company has the highest yearly revenue and which company has the lowest yearly revenue? That information is quite relevant, right? Which company has the highest yearly revenue, okay, and which company has the lowest company revenue? That's the information quite relevant from this actually bar graph. So emphasis is on the ranking of the company. Okay, so say company A is the market leader because it has the highest revenue. That is the quite relevant information from this particular chart. Whether pie chart pie chart is not for comparing individual, rather pie chart is for comparing what is the portion this particular thing makes in the total. You total, see, this is the total, what is the portion company A makes out of the total. So you can see almost company A and B almost same compared to the other ones. Okay, so the information that is most conveyed is company A and company B make up more than 50% of the market. Okay, see, the same data we have given it in two different graphs, each one convey a different information. In bar chart it gives you the company A is a market leader. In pie chart it gives you company A and B put together, it covers the 50% of the market. Okay, so choosing the correct chart plays a very vital role, that which helps you to project the correct data in the correct way. Okay, so that is the purpose of choosing a chart. Okay, so there are okay, thank you Nandini. A is the highest. Again Vastalakshmi ma'am, thank you. Company A is the highest and company E is the lowest. Thank you. Okay, but here you can't see the difference here. You can very well say that A is higher than B, but here you cannot say, almost it is looking like same. Okay, in a pie chart it is almost so this is exact 50 percentage, this is almost less than that, so this looks almost similar. So the quiet inference will be company A and B make up more than 50% of the market. See how the information that is being projected changes based on the chart we choose. Jay Kumar sir, sorry, that's another JK Jay Kumar. Okay, fine. Thank you. So this is the thing that I wanted to stress here. Okay, so when you are using a chart on your slide, that's a very important, you don't want to leave it up to the reader to find the insight for themselves. That's not the purpose. We have to guide that information directly from the chart. Okay, so whatever we want to see them, okay, that's what you have to make them see, not other things. That's the purpose. Okay, okay, I'll again take back the original chart, okay, that we have initially started with. This is the original chart we originally started with. So this is actually which says that this particular cherry became the best spelling species in 2023 because it is the tallest peak compared to all other things. Compared to all other things, this is the tallest peak which has crossed even 90, 100. Okay, so this is information from your column chart. Now this is yet another kind of a chart. This is called as a stacked chart. This is a stacked column chart. Stacked column chart. Okay, here it's about the emphasis is on the count. Okay, the emphasis is on the count. Okay, how much was the tree production over the years? How much was the tree production over the years? So every year it is increasing. Okay, that information is not available here. Every year the tree production is increasing, that information is not quite easily available. Maybe you can add up all the values and you can get, but here that information is quite clearly visible. Okay, the growth is there. So overall tree sales have been risen steadily since 2020. Okay, and you can see the growth of cherry, it's increasing. The growth of cherry is increasing. Okay, that has contributed to the overall growth. So that is the information that you get from this particular chart. Okay, so this is a stacked column chart. This is a stacked column chart. Okay, again this is the chart we originally saw. This is about which tells you about clearly about the growth of cherry in the particular years, in these years. Okay, okay. This I referred it as column chart. This I referred it as line chart. This is a line chart. Fine. Okay, what do you obviously see a common thing between a line chart and a column chart? This is also a stacked column. See, this is also a column chart. what is the common between the column chart as well as the line chart? Can you anyone tell what is the common thing between uh, column chart, this is a variety of column chart again, and a line chart? What is the difference? What is the common thing? What is the common thing you see between a line chart, a column chart? A line chart as well as a column chart, what is the common thing that you see? Any answers? What is the common thing you can see? Give me a very simple answer. Data is put in horizontal and vertical. Perfect. Some more inferences. Some more inferences. Okay, x and y axis. Fine. Some more inference. What you can see. The difference between a column chart as well as, or I want to do the similarity between a column chart and a line chart, not a difference. The similarity between a column chart and a line chart. Can very well see. Can you see the same x-axis? See, you have the same x-axis. Of course, they are comparing for different years. What I mean to say is, line chart as well as your column chart, they are actually plotted whenever you wanted to have something in the natural order, something like year growth, whenever you have something to compare with time. Okay, so those things will be plotted in a column chart or a line chart normally. Okay, you cannot put that in a bar chart. Normally people don't put like this 2021 2002, they will not put it in a bar chart. Okay, so once you wanted to follow some natural order, okay, with respect to time or with respect to other variable which is growing, okay, natural, then you can prefer a column chart or a line chart. That's a quite one information that is quite relevant from the two. Okay, combining more charts in single chart. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, now I'll just touch upon 5 basic charts. Okay, and we'll see the variants of it and where to use these charts we'll just cover up. Okay, first one is a bar chart. So bar chart is basically, as we have seen before, it is basically to compare, different items. So it is comparing categories against each other. That's the main purpose of a bar chart. And benefit is easy to read, accurate, reliable. So bar chart is basically to compare one item over another. That's the basic purpose of a bar chart. Okay, here I have given you very interesting statistics from McKinsey company, where it says that what are the top technologies or what are the top factors how CEOs are leading their organization in 2023. Okay, so very well you can see they wanted to highlight certain thing from this graph. Actually, if you very clearly see, that's why they are given it in a different color. Okay, so they are given a particular different color. This is just to tell you these are the things that are having better is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so that's the information you can get from this. Okay, this is a bar chart. This is a bar chart. For 100% you're getting these are the technologies, these are the factors. One is the disruptive technologies, inflation, economic downturn, and geopolitical risk. These are the main factors that are contributing, and other factors are just listed here. Okay, here they wanted to highlight these are the factors, that's why they have used a bar chart. Okay, so second one is a clustered bar chart. Again, clustered bar chart is for comparing one with another but with subcategories. with subcategories, you wanted to compare with subcategories, then you use a clustered bar chart. And same way you have a stacked bar chart and 100% stacked bar chart. All these do the same job. Okay. Now we have bar chart, clustered bar chart, stacked bar chart, 100% stacked bar chart. Which you think will be more easy to understand? Which you think will be more easy to understand whenever you are comparing? Whenever you are comparing in items, which you think will be more excellent? Thank you. So clustered bar chart will be very good for comparing. Okay. When you have subcategories, clustered bar chart is the very important one. Okay. If you have old data, then bar chart is good. Okay. To compare with subcategories, then clustered bar chart is good. If you are going to compare all values, total values, then bar chart is going to be equal. Okay. So that's so you have to choose a proper kind of a chart. That's the information I wanted to say. So that's the first chart we have seen, bar chart we have seen. Okay. 4 more charts to go. So some tips for bar chart. Okay. So put it in the logical order from biggest to smallest. Okay. Always is the way, so that the information is quite relevant. Okay. So keep the spacing between bar. Okay. And most probably try to remove any grid lines and other distractions, and simple shapes will do. If you put 3D columns and all, it is going to it is not going to give any extra value addition. Maybe it may look some good. Okay. But and avoid using borders on your bars. Something like use a different color border, it is not going to do any justice to it. Okay. And keeping the colors of the bar chart simple, fine. Okay. Which you think is a very powerful color according to you? I wanted to ask you all, which you think is the powerful color? Orange. Okay. Asid Ahmed said orange. Vimala Devi ma'am said red. Okay. Green. Okay. Gachadharani ma'am says green. Okay. Kalachalu ma'am back to red. Nandini ma'am also red. Okay. So according to me, again it's my own perspective, white is the most powerful color. And most very powerful in the sense, you have seen the home page of a Google. It does not have many of a graphics or anything. It has a simple search bar, and rest of the screen is white. Okay. How much white has influenced us? Okay. I come from a age where we have not seen Google also. Okay. I have been using before the when I was studying my PG in Sastra University Thanjavur, I was using Yahoo. By the time Google was not there at all, around 2003 2005 when I was studying my MTech. Okay. So at the time Yahoo was not there. I mean Google was not there. We used to have Yahoo, and before that we didn't have any of those things. Okay. So I come from a age where I don't have a Google. Okay. Now whenever you see the Google page, it gives you about the simple and perfect design. Okay. Where you have a logo, and the colors of the logo are, it is even patented, the colors they use, the red, orange, green, blue. Okay. And you have a very simple search bar, and the complete screen is white. Okay. And whenever actually I design any certificates and all, I normally keep most of the space white. White is very powerful according to me. Okay. Again, it's my own perception, it changes from people to people, fine. Okay. Brain teaser for all of you. How many squares are there? How many squares are there? How many squares are there? Thank you, Asid. How many squares are there? Just type in 23. Okay. Almost near, ma'am. Some more answers. How many squares are there? 21. Okay. Sorry, many. Okay, 24, slowly coming near. Okay, any more answers? Screen is not visible. Screen is visible, right? Kaleshwari ma'am, is the screen visible, right?
Yes, sir, but we have to pin and only we
Oh,
can.
okay, okay, okay.
Uh, because some participant have presented in the main of the meeting.
Okay, okay.
It
Now is it visible, right? Screen is visible. Just a minute.
yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So the correct answer is Snega Mogan is correct answer. Snega Mogan, thank you for giving the correct answer. Okay. So, but we have a formula to do this. Okay. Actually, if you count it as single squares, you will have 16 squares. If you count it as 2 squares, okay, 2 if you count, you'll get some 9 squares. If you count 3, okay, if you count 3, okay, you will have say 4 squares you'll be getting, and 4 square you'll get 1. Okay, so the easiest way is to 4 square. If it's a 4 cross 4, it is 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. If it is a 5 cross 5, it is 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. Okay, this is a easy way to calculate the number of squares in this one. Okay, you can just think of it as a formula. You can just check it for 5 cross 5 or a 6 cross 6. This formula will work out. This formula will work out. Okay, just a small tip. Okay, okay, we'll move on. Okay, the second type of chart that I wanted to share with you is a column chart. So bar chart and column chart almost looks the same. Only thing, column chart is used whenever you follow some natural order. You compare categories with a natural order, then you use a column chart. Okay, so normally column chart read from left to right. It is good for time comparisons, years. Okay, so the tree chart also we have seen it from 2020 to 2023. So column chart normally reads from left to right, and it is good for time comparisons. Okay, so whenever you have a natural order, then you can use a column chart. That's a primary difference between a bar chart and a column chart. Okay, so here I'm just showing you the Harvard's endowment fund. Okay, so they're given a excellent title that itself is going to give you the basic information that is going to be portrayed. Okay, and it shows over the years how the endowment fund has increased. Okay, from 1999 to 2022. Okay, and they have particularly put a particular arrow. Okay, from 2021 there is a decrease. Okay, so the information they want to stress is it was rising steadily. Okay, in between there was falls. Okay, and by 2021 it has decreased, 4% decreased, and it has gone down. Okay, so that is the information they wanted to show from this particular graph. So whenever some data has a natural order and you want to compare categories, then you go for a column chart. Okay, that's the information that I wanted to share here. Fine. Okay, so you have different kinds of column charts again: clustered column chart, stacked column chart, and 100% stacked column chart. Okay, again best one is, it depends on most probably clustered column chart. Okay, stacked column chart is for how again it's for a different kind of a purpose. Suppose you want to say what is the percentage contribution of individual over the other, it's like your pie. Okay, then you can go for a stacked column chart. Okay, these are some of the variations of stacked one: stacked chart, waterfall, Meko. All these are variations of stacked charts. Okay, so call out the important periods of the chart, keep spacing minimal. Okay, remove the grid lines. All these are the information. Okay, to have better column charts. Third one is a pie chart. So pie chart is what is a portion covered by over the total. Okay, For us, always whenever we put a circle, we always take it as 100 percentage. Okay, whenever we put a circle, we take it as 100 percentage. Okay, so pie chart is about to compare values, multiple values against the total. That is the purpose. Over 100 percentage, what is the portion acquired? That's the pie chart. So naturally our brain associates circle with 100 percentage. Okay, so it is used to compare one or more categories with the total, easy to gauge, and portion of the total. It's a percentage of the total. That's a pie chart. So here I am just giving you how many of them subscribe to loyalty programs. Okay, this is the percentage of people who are non-subscribers to Amazon Prime. Only it is 24 percentage. For Amazon Prime and others also it is some 24, and not completely different you have 15. Okay, so this is a category of pie chart. Can anyone guess what is the kind of chart this is? What is this kind of a chart? This is a variant of pie chart, of course. It looks like a, the clue is it looks like a, also thank you to Saranya Muruganandam ma'am. She is also quite near to 30. Okay, so what is this kind of a graph? Can anyone guess what is the kind of chart? This is a donut chart. Donut chart. Okay, donut spelling is wrong, sorry. Okay, see here the information, what is the additional information is you made a circle in your pie chart and you have included the percentage. That's the information. Okay, additional information is added, that's called as a um, chart. Okay, fine. And pie chart, it's a variety of a pie chart. But if you're here, we wanted to emphasize on what are the different entities people have subscribed. Suppose your emphasis is only on how many people are subscribed to some program, how many people are not subscribed. Okay, that is your only information you wanted to give. Then this particular chart is not beneficial. Rather, you can go for a bar chart. Okay, so you can just go for a bar chart, so that here also both these people have subscribed to Amazon Prime, and other forms we are just listed it out. Okay, so if you want to compare um, subscribers to non-subscribers, then you can use a bar chart. For comparing, you have to go for a bar chart. That's the information. Okay, these are the variations of the pie chart: donut, sunburst, tree map. Okay, so one important information of pie chart is make sure all the categories add up to 100 percentage. It should be added to 100 percentage, and it should go in a logical order starting from a 12 o'clock position. Okay, that is one information that I wanted to give you. Okay, can you give the meaning of this one? Pie. Thank you, Gajadharani ma'am. Oh, a small brain teaser. What you see on the screen? You wanted to. I want you to tell the correct word that you actually get out of it. Maybe I'll just give a guess. How many? Anyone wants to try it before I give a guess? Any guess? What is that thing that I wanted to say? Can you see the word? What is the word you can see? Can you read it from the back? Okay. So the word is feedback. The word is feedback. Okay. This is a word you need to identify actually. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Fine. Okay. The fourth one is line chart. Okay, line chart is again used to compare over a time, good for trends and patterns over time. Okay, so mainly we have to emphasize on spikes or upward and downward trends. Nisha ma'am, please, you have any answer? You want to do any, ask any question? Ma'am has raised the hand. Okay, please feel free to ask me questions, like I'll be happy. Okay, so it is good for trends, patterns over time. Okay, so you can show different kinds of spikes, what are the upward, downward trends. For all those cases you can use a line chart. Okay, So it is particularly to show change in data over time, mainly to highlight trends, patterns. Okay, all these things you can use a line chart. So this is a particular line chart which shows you the title. See, all the charts, very important information. It is not only the chart that is being displayed, they are also giving you a title. The title itself is stressed. There has been a meteoric rise in the positions related to diversity, equity and inclusion. Okay, comparing from the years to 2050 to 20, you can see it is reading from left to right. Okay, it is following a trend. Okay, from different years over a time, and they have mentioned what are the contributions. Okay, this is a line plot. Okay, so this is what the information that you can get easily from this again from McKinsey and company. The statistics we are given just to tell you the how a line chart as typically will be. Okay, so line chart is good for data which has a natural order. That's the information that I wanted to give you in this one. Okay, and you have multiple line charts. This is one variant of line chart wherein you want to compare multiple things, and another one is an area chart. Another one is an area chart. Area chart is almost like a line chart with a column chart, a combination of both. Okay, which will tell you about the strength of a particular thing you wanted to compare. Okay, area chart. And these are the variants of the area chart. This is a normal area chart, that is an 100% area chart. Okay, so there's one thing to do better to compare whenever you have multiple lines. You can use contrasting colors. You remember the cherry graph that we made. Okay, the growth of the cherry was given in a particular green color, all other growths are given in gray colors. You remember that chart? Okay, so you can use contrasting colors when you have multiple lines and you want to stress something. Okay, and avoid using too many categories in one chart. Then the information that you want to emphasize becomes not so clear. Okay, that's the information. And too much of measurement intervals also is not going to give you much information. Okay, and legend, use of a legend is to tell which line indicate what kind of thing. You need a legend to identify which line will tell which particular category. Okay, that's the line chart. And last one is a scatter plot. Scatter plot is basically, it is used to compare. You find correlation between data. Okay, whenever you find relationship between two variables, then you use a scatter plot. Okay, so either it can be positive correlation, it can be negative correlation, or it can be a zero correlation. So to relation between two variables, you can use a scatter plot. It shows correlation patterns or outliers. Okay, this is actually BCG. From BCG we have the small statistics, whichever the countries. Okay, so which has about price volatility and penetration. Okay, with respect to over the time. Fine, relationship between price and penetration of the variables. Okay, for different countries they have given. It's a scatter plot. A variation of the scatter plot is bubble chart. Suppose you wanted to bigger the size and give some more information. Okay, you wanted to show the population in that particular area or number of data points aligned at that particular area. Then you can increase the size of the dots, add some colors. You can even change some symbols. Okay, but colors is advisable compared to using different symbols. Okay, so more you add complexity to it, more focusing, or it will go into more confusing rather than focusing on the main message. So you have to be using it with caution. Okay, these are the variants of scatter plot. You have bubble, heat map, path, bar. All these are different ways by which you can show. Okay, okay, and so these are the 5 charts we have seen. Bar chart, whenever you want to compare categories. Column chart, comparing categories again with a natural order. Pie chart, you want to compare a particular thing out of a total, then you use a pie chart. Whenever you want to show changes over a time, particularly time. Okay, so then you can use a line chart. And you want to find a relation between variables, you can use a scatter plot. This is in short whatever we have seen so far. Okay, so effective data visualization is sufficient if you use all these 5 charts depending upon the type of data. Okay, This is more than sufficient. These 5 different charts are more than sufficient for any kind of data to visualize. Okay, see this particular chart on the left. The information is not so quite relevant, but it looks so fancy, it looks so big, beautiful. Okay, but the information you can put it as a simple bar chart which shows that China and India are the biggest rice producers. The information is quite given very easily in a bar chart rather than showing all kind of big things. Okay, so that's a way you can show it better. Okay, that information is quite relevant into it. Okay, okay, and another version and another one way of visualization is you can also go for a table. Table is particularly when you have very accurate values you want to concentrate. Whenever you want to give very precise values, the growth is year to year growth is 2.3 percentage, or it has declined, you are showing it with a different color, you want to show specific data, then you can go for a table. Table is again another way of show data visualization. Okay, so this is data visualization example for a table which is given the percentage. Okay, and it also gives an additional thing, it shows how much is the growth, how much is the growth for every year for every item. Okay, okay, I'm just showing you some of the variants of normal table which will enhance your view. See, this is a normal table which is going to show you the graduation of different countries, okay, with different incomes. Okay, so we'll see the graduation. So instead of putting this as a table, rather we can put it like this. Now a table with small bars. Now the information is quite relevant, you can relatively compare which is having better growth. The same information, but here it is not so clear, but that information is very clear once you have put a small bar. Okay, now to make it more relevant, you can use a heat map. Now I'm use the same data with a heat map, you can see. So very well you can see which one is having the less graduation rate and which one is having the highest graduation rate. We have used colors, okay, different colors. And still, if you want to emphasize, I can even use conditional formatting. So this alone is given as green, so whichever is high income and which one is low income and middle income. Okay, the kind of formatting. So all these are things you do to stress or emphasis on what is the actual context. Okay, okay, already you have seen feedback. In the same way, can you decipher this hidden meaning? Already we have seen it for feedback. Can you get the meaning for this one? Can you get the meaning for this one? I'll take some more time and I'll just complete it as early as possible. Not more than 3:45 definitely. Maximum 10 minutes I'll wind up. Just give me answer for this one. So correspondent is okay. Okay. Correspondent. Okay. Some more answers. Vimala Devi ma'am, thank you. Asid Ahmed, thank you. But something is there in between that has also something to contribute. Okay, so 4 comes inside correspondent, that is 4 in correspondent or foreign correspondent. Foreign correspondent, that is the meaning. 4%. Okay, okay, it's foreign correspondent. 4 in correspondent or foreign correspondent. Thank you for trying, Kalachali ma'am and Shabria Amir. Thank you. Okay, fine. It's foreign correspondent. Okay, I'll conclude with this design best practices alone. Okay, so design best practices I want to share. I'll just wind up this part. This is a very important part for you to. So already we have seen about the chart selection, which type of chart to be used for which kind of data. To be very specific, I'm going to just decode some of the very important or most successful charts. Okay, fine. So first thing, whenever you have a chart, the information is a message should be clear. Okay, what is the information that you want to give to your customers, or what is the information you want to give it from the chart? That message has to be clear. That's the first thing you have to do. Okay, so if you see this already we have seen. See here itself you have the message very clear. Top CEOs identify disruptive technology, economy and geopolitics as the most important trends to act in 2020. So this particular thing is called as a title. So your title should give the correct thing what you wanted to stress. That's the first information. Okay, second information, here in particularly they are using as different colors to highlight what are the technologies, which are the factors which actually contributed for the trend. That is alone highlighted. Okay, that is the second inference you get from this. Third inference, as many of us told, it goes from highest to lowest. Okay, see these information are quite relevant. First one is you give a very correct title which gives you the actual information that you wanted to stress from that particular chart. Second one is you highlight specific segments by using a different color to differentiate from the rest of the thing. And third one is you always follow this order. Okay, see I'm giving you another example. This is from economics. Okay, the economist, a chart which shows you the information. Okay, what is the information that is evident from this one? Does it have a title? Does it have a title? Just put a yes or no in the chat. Does it have a title? Is the title clear? Is the title clear? Oh, okay. Why it's not clear, ma'am? In what way it is not clear? Of course, it's not so specific. Okay, because here the message is not to highlight anything. Okay, in the previous one they wanted to particularly highlight these were the important factors. Here they wanted to present whatever data. Okay, these are the most popular mobile games worldwide. Okay, they wanted to just give you the list. They just wanted to give you the list. Okay, that's why they've used a single color. They don't want to highlight anything. Okay, so here you have something, a title, a clear title is there, information is clear. Thing is that it is not specific. That is the only thing. Okay, it is not specific, but you have information. These are the most popular mobile games worldwide. If the title is not there, you will not understand what it is below. Okay, second one, it has an additional subtitle. The information is in terms of revenue. That information is given. Okay, information is on revenue, and the data is from the Google Play App Store. The data is from Google Play App Store, and they've used order from higher to lower, which is most revenue and which is less revenue, and they've used a single color. The meaning is they don't want to highlight anything particular. They don't want to highlight. They just want to focus on the actual data. That is the meaning of this one. Okay, they wanted to focus only on the actual data, nothing in particular. That is the information they wanted to give from this. Okay, that's the second thing I want to see. Okay, so the information is, the key takeaways is you need to emphasize on the message. What is the message you want to deliver? That is the thing you need to concentrate on. Second one, you need to remove all the clutter from the chart. You putting all the 3D graphics, unwanted data, unwanted symbols, it is going to confuse where you are actually leading. So we need to remove all the clutter, then your data will be presented in a correct way. Okay, these are the tips actually to form correct visualization. Okay, here I am just giving you a McKinsey chart again. Okay, this actually shows you the global venture capital investment from 2011 to 2018. It is given in a simple column chart. Okay, why it is given? Why is it good to use a column chart in this case? Yes or no? If yes, why? I want the answer. whether year usage of column chart is justified or no. Yes. Why? Why it is yes? Gajadani ma'am, thank you. We use column chart whenever there is a natural order. See, the years increases. Okay, we read from left to right. There is a natural order. It shows about the year, so you can use a column chart. That is the information I wanted to share. And these are some of the data sources and data sets, okay, which we can use it for analyzing for our normal study. We can use all these kinds of data. Okay, these are the different types of data sets that are available. Thank you. Easy to identify the increase. Okay, these data sets are available free. Okay, I used most of the data sets from Kaggle. Okay, it's owned by Google. It's a lot of data sets are available, and these are other resources which you can use it for your study purposes. Okay, all these things. So this part, just a minute. So I think I'm out of time. I'm just going to the last slide. So the creating a pivot chart, maybe we'll see it in a later time. I'll just go into the so that's what I wanted to share with you all. These are the references I actually referred to when I was working on this one. This is a very excellent tool from IBM. You can just go into this course. Okay, it's on data visualization and building dashboards. Okay, and this is a very excellent one, Analyst Academy, but of course it is paid one. But you can go for a, simple courses they run. They have a YouTube channel, okay, where they have a lot of videos on data analysis. Okay, and these are some of the interesting courses you can just look into. Another course is storytelling and persuading your data using digital technology from University of Maryland. Okay, these are the references actually I went in, and some of the other tools also, how to build dashboards. This is actually a channel called Kevin. Okay, all these are resources that I have used. So thank you all, thank you for this beautiful opportunity. I'm happy to be part of it. I'll share the PPT, ma'am. I'll share the PPT. And I'm very happy to be part today, being my 60th um, webinar. Okay, webinar or seminar. So happy to be with you all, and happy New Year to all of you. This year will be a very bright and prosperous year for all of you. So you have any queries, please feel free to ask me. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have clearly explained everything I have, and also you have interact with our participants.
Thank you.
You have said it is a 60th lecture. Uh, uh, we are very fortunate to listen this type of lectures. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you.
Participants, you may ask question now. If you have doubts, you can ask. Can we wind up, sir?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
I'll share the PPT also. This is my mail ID and my WhatsApp number.
First and foremost, I give thanks to Almighty God who present with us in this auspicious occasion to bless the completion of the third day with success. I thank organizer for giving me the opportunity to express my gratitude on this special day. On behalf of Department of Commerce, Ponsacus College, I express my heartfelt thanks to our resource person, Dr. Hema Kumar, Dean Associate Professor, Electronic and Instrumentation Engineering, Puducherry Technological University. Sir, you have spent your valuable time with our participants for sharing the important information on data visualization tools, and analysis technique. You have clearly explained right from the source of ideas, its conversion into innovation. It's boosted us create a new things. Really, we are motivated with your elaborated explanation. We congratulate for your 60th lecture and we are fortunate to have wonderful session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Shall I leave, ma'am?
Ah, yes.
Thank you.
வழிய நீ பேப்பரை போடு. அது உண்மையாவே சோபக்கா பப்ளிஷ் ஆகி இல்ல அக்செப்ட் பண்ணா நம்ம 3 பேர் போட்டுக்குவோம். புரியுதா? அளவுக்கு அது எல்லாரோட இதுல ரோக்கெட் ஏஜென்ட் போதும். நீங்க 6 மாசத்துக்கு ஒரு நாங்க போடுறோம் டைம் நான் கேட்டேன். ஃபினான்ஸ் ரிலேட்டடா எனக்கு ஏதாவது சொல்லுங்க அப்படின்னு ஐடியா கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அதனால நீங்க பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு உங்க பேர் நான் படிச்சு